You don't know about me without you have read a book by the name of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, but that ain't no matter. That book was made by Mr. Mark Twain, and he told the truth mainly. There was things which he stretched, but mainly he told the truth.
I was born the 30th of November, 1835, in the almost invisible village of Florida, Monroe County, Missouri.
When Sam was almost 4 years old, his folks, who just couldn't make a go of it in Florida, Missouri, moved the family a short distance to a village nestled on the west bank of the Mississippi River, Hannibal, Missouri.
It's down to the river, the old graveyard. There's no better living than living hard. And high on the midnight air, a boy can be free. Just the moonlight, Tom Sawyer and me.
When I was a boy, there was but one permanent ambition among my comrades in our village on the west bank of the Mississippi River, and that was to be a steamboatman.
Steamboats plied the Mississippi River, often stopping in Hannibal to load or unload passengers and cargo. A puff of black smoke announced their arrival long before the boats were visible.
Ride, Mississippi River, roll down to the sea. Ride, Mississippi River, you're a part of me.
Sam Clemens loved to travel. After leaving Hannibal when he was in his teens, his curiosity about the world spurred him to visit new places.
It was a grand adventure and mysterious, and so it hit him where he lived.
Save for water, who knows, someday it might just bring me home.
I saw her first in the form of an ivory miniature in her brother Charlie's stateroom in the Bay of Smyrna in the summer of 1867, when she was in her 22nd year. I saw her in the flesh for the first time in New York in the following December.
Sam and Livy married February 2nd, 1870. They had 4 children, a son, Langdon, who died of diphtheria at 19 months, followed by 3 daughters, Susie, Clara, and Jean. They built a mansion in Hartford, Connecticut for a storybook existence as Mark Twain's literary star continued to soar.
Midnights in winter, the glowing fire lights up your face in orange and gold.
These family years brought profound joy and comfort. His books were bestsellers around the world. Sam Clemens, now widely known as Mark Twain, was beloved by presidents and the populace alike. Of course, his greatest work of all was written during this period, his main character based on a neighbor boy back in Hannibal, Missouri.
In Huckleberry Finn, I've drawn Tom Blankenship exactly as he was. He was ignorant, unwashed, insufficiently fed, but he had as good a heart as ever any boy had. I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't go out with Halley's Comet.
Samuel Langhorne Clemens died on April 21st, 1910, in Redding, Connecticut, with the perihelion of Halley's Comet blazing in the night sky, just as he had predicted. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, whom the world lovingly remembers as Mark Twain.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away.
Said November 30, back in 1835, let the whole world know young Samuel Clemens by the way he will arrive. When the doctor spanks that little bottom and this newborn baby cries, let a light shine bright up here in heaven, leave a trail across the sky. Gonna take a ride on Halley's coming for the whole wide world to see. Gonna fill the sky, they'll see him coming for a place in history. Drop him off in old Missouri. Well, the bloody Mississippi was his Harvard and his Yale, and it forever put a stamp upon the way he'd spin the tale. It brought us the adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, who taught us the fires of hell are better than betraying your best friend. Well, he took a ride on Halley's coming for the whole wide world to see. A light filled the sky, they saw him coming for a place in history. Dropped him off in old Missouri. Century passed and the year is 1910. Twain left